Hey, welcome back, guys, to another episode of Show and Tell What the Hell. What's today, March 12th? Well, I think it's actually technically the 13th already. Friday the 13th. Wow, yeah, it is Friday the 13th. Shit. Wow. Well, I don't have any Friday the 13th themed stuff, but we are in the midst of a crisis, so I thought I'd enlighten you with some action figures. And maybe, hopefully I survived this whole Corona thing. We'll see. Then you could look back in the video and say, that guy's dead. But it's nothing I'm afraid of at the moment. I just gotta know. I gotta figure out. Maybe I gotta do like a living will or something. Like, where are all my toys gonna go to? So we'll find out. Anyway, we're gonna talk about this loot crate now. You've probably seen it online already, and Nickelodeon. I'm not gonna say Nickelodeon. Who put it out? It was Neca bought out the Loot Crate franchise company, because Loot Crate was going down, and what Loot Crate were doing were putting cheap exclusive toys or figurines and collectibles, but they're pretty cheap, and you would pay they had a subscription model, so every month you'd get a box full of a bunch of junk that there's nothing on Loot Crate that I regret not getting. So that with that in mind, I wanted to talk about something I was interested in getting. This is my first Loot Crate ever, and it's the Neca Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Splinter. So we're going to open it together. We're going to find out what it's all about. Now, the reason I'm doing it now and on camera is because I just found out today that there are some more Loot Crates. In fact, there are 3 new ones. So there's a Shredder, there's a Rocksteady, and I think, what was the other one? I cannot remember the other one, but I think it's rumored to be a video game version of April. Now, they didn't show it, but they just showed a picture. And then they said, if you get all 3, you get an extra bonus figure. Now, none of that really interested me except for the Mirage version of Shredder. Now, I do like early... of course, if you've seen my Turtle reviews, I love the old Mirage Turtle comics, but I also like the Archie comics. And I also like some of the early cartoon stuff. I like the toys. That's why the Super 7 stuff appeals to me a lot more. Now, I don't have any yet because they have not been released as of yet. But I'm talking my ass off. We're going to open up this box and find out what's in here, because I really didn't pay attention as to what would be included with this. I just wanted that Ghost Splinter. And Ninja Turtles is one of my all-time favorite movies. The first one. Secret of the Ooze, not so much. Turtle Power, look, that's the first thing you see. And wow, hey, you get a shirt with this. So now I think this costs somewhere around, what, $60 or something? And let's take a look at the shirt before anything else. And, oh, wow. I really like this. I really like this. And it's a Fruit of the Loom shirt, too. So, yeah. Very cool. Oh. You know what? This is actually a pretty cool loot crate. Look at this. You get a bandana. I'll be taking a picture of this later on my Instagram. The Foot Clan bandana. What was the kid's name? Danny? Look at this. Oh, wow. It feels so, like, high quality. I'm going to, like, display this somewhere. This is just so awesome. So now you can be part of the Foot Clan if you so please. Now, oh, wow. And we get a... Now, this is actually a pretty good, decent box. I mean, this is stuff that I'd probably pay a good just $10, $12 for something like this alone. Classic foot symbol. And pretty cool. And what is this here? A foot patch. Yes, and I do wear things that you could put patches on, like denim jackets and things like that. And of course, this is what we came here for, was the Spirit of Splinter. Yes, very nice, very nice. Very similar to what they did with the Hasbro Obi-Wan. Now, they do have the marshmallows in there that I'm not going to take out, but they have a little bag of marshmallows. Excuse me. And marshmallows on stick for when the turtles are by the campfire. Splinter's eyes kind of have this I don't know. They're kind of like this pale white. Very interesting way. Let's take a closer look. I don't know if I'm gonna keep the box itself because it does take up a lot of space. But geez, I could store a bunch of Ninja Turtle stuff in this box. Come to think about it, but I do really like these other accessories. I'm gonna take them out because we're gonna go over them again. And we are going to take a look at the package real quick. Shows you what it would look like. Now, we're going to come back to this. This is what the scene would look like. Spirit of Splinter. Now you can catch America's favorite green teens in their first live-action blockbuster film after waiting. I guess this just goes over the movie because it's supposed to look like the VHS tape cover. I remember when this was the teaser. And the turtles look nothing like that in the movie. They look way better. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pause this, and we are going to open this guy up. And we are back, and now take a look at what I went ahead and did here. Now this is just this, I guess, in a way, kind of makes this whole thing almost worth it here. I'm not gonna say almost worth it. I say definitely worth it. But the fact that they included this is not just a figure that you're going to get that is supposed to be a variant of like a color variation or a repaint. You're getting a whole scene that makes sense with it. You're getting a little diorama. Heck, even the package had the backup thing. Now, this is a light-up LED thing. Now, you're supposed to remove the little plastic tab there, of course, and you can replace the batteries, and it's an on and off switch so it doesn't stay on forever. There's been a couple of toys where I can't name them off the back of my hand, but I think there's some Transformers or something where if you put a lock on the gimmick feature you want it on, it'll stay on forever. This is very, very cool. Now, my only problem with the figure is that he's not as translucent as he was advertised to be, but this isn't that bad because I would go as far as to say that this looks a little bit more movie accurate. So here's what we're going to do. I am going to take a second here to grab my turtles and pose them around and turn off the lights and see what he looks like. Okay, so we are back now. I am going to, hold on, turn this off and show you what the scene looks like as is, And then we're going to turn off the lights here and we're going to do some special effects by turning on this LED light and see what it looks like all together. Now, I've gotten the Neca turtles that were... I made the mistake of actually just pre-ordering 2 and saying, now pick up the other ones at the store. Well, boy, was I wrong about that. I'm so glad, I'm super appreciative that I was able to find these, and I actually had an employee help me out and contact another GameStop and have one hold one for me that day so I can go pick up, and it was Mikey here. Why didn't I get Mikey? I think I ordered Raph and Leo. So this time around I got the entire set, and I got this. I don't want to miss out on some of the toys, and that's the thing. That's one of the things about collecting is that... Now, I don't know if this is supposed to happen here. If you look at his sleeve, his thumb is protruding from his sleeve. So I'm going to take that out. It's not a big eyesore, really, when with the hole there. Splinter is supposed to have tattered clothes, but some of his... if you look up close, some of his plastic is indeed, in fact, translucent, right? Now, it's not super easy to get him to stand because he's supposed to stand kind of on his tippy toes. The movie, I love this movie so much. It's got so much heart, and it wasn't necessarily for kids. Even the tail's got some translucence to it. That's great. I'm a big sucker for translucent plastic. So this particular scene, the hand itself does have translucent. Now, I suppose if you really want to make this completely translucent, you could, because I'm noticing that the majority of the plastic here is, in fact, translucent, the plastic used. You could put it in isopropyl, but good luck finding that right now in the age of the coronavirus. But if you get a 90%, 91%, is it, and see what it does when you apply some on and then brush it off, or if you actually leave it in there for a while. Now, just be careful Translucent plastic does have a different effect from regular plastic, but you can actually remove this stuff. I've done it before. If some people will say to use acetone, it will do the job, but maybe a little too well. So be careful with acetone. I would not recommend it on any sort of translucent plastic. Ever since the old Crystar days, I've been in love with translucent plastic toys. And that's one of the reasons that I got this. It was a big selling point, but he's a little bit more painted up than what he was originally shown to be. But which is fine. Because, like I said earlier, just have a little bit more of a movie accuracy to it. So, if you guys are ready, let's go ahead. And now what's cool about his tail is that it is a bendy tail. And when you put his feet up like this, the tail, and you kind of maneuver him, the tail will help balance him. So let's put this configure him right now. If you have a nice little diorama setup, this would be perfect for that in your living room. I don't know if you can still find him. We're going to turn off another one of these lights here. It's going to be dark for just a second. There. And we're going to see what it looks like with the lights completely off. And look at that. It's a little too bright. I mean, a little too dark. So I'm going to turn on one of the other. But look at the effect of that. It kind of has like this strobing natural fire effect. You are my sons. This is just so awesome looking. Let's get Donnie, bring Donnie back in here. I'm going to turn on one of my lamps, maybe to just look at that. It's a little creepy too. I mean, this would make an excellent, like if you had a nice piece, a nice little display thing, and you wanted to get like just a printout background of the forest or whatever, and have that in your living room, and just keep this on and just replace the battery whenever it runs out. I mean, this is just awesome as a nightlight too. Very expensive one, but this is just amazing. I don't think I've ever seen a better effect on a toy. I mean, congratulations to Neca for actually making this happen. I mean, I've seen this pulled off before in many ways, but to have such a crucial scene of a movie and you're able to capture it all with the combination of the effect, with all the figures, and with this particular figure having translucence, yeah, it's just quite a feat, and I applaud them. Very nice. I'm going to turn on one more light just to get an additional kind of source. Maybe this would help. Maybe it might be too much, and that might be a little bit better. But there you go. Very nice. Yeah, I do not regret this purchase at all. I'm very interested in you know what? If it came with as many good things as it had, I think I may be tempted to get the Shredder and maybe even the April. I don't have any of the video game stuff. I still need to get Slash. That's one of the only ones I want. Since I missed out on the original video game Turtles, arcade Turtles, I never felt a need to get all pixelated ones, but I had an opportunity to get the movie ones, and I'm so glad. I can't wait to get Toka and Razor. And I might pick up another couple of Foot Soldiers. I got 2 right now, and wouldn't hurt to get another couple. I did see the Super Shredder at the last Toy Fair. I would love to get a Casey Jones, a movie Casey Jones. So I don't know if they were planning on doing that, but geez, I'm gonna let this kind of sit around for a while, for a few more seconds, so you guys could marvel at its magnificence. This is just an awesome thing. I never thought I would actually have something like this. This is one of my favorite scenes of the movie. It used to make me cry a lot, and also when Raph wakes up and Leo's just going insanely loving with him and just hugging him. It's a very heart-filled, it's a well-directed, well-acted movie. If you haven't seen the original Turtle movie, I think that's the only one that really counts, in my opinion, my book. But yeah, that's it, folks. Now, I think I would have regretted not getting this guy, and I probably would have, after seeing something like this and how it looks with everything else, I would definitely consider getting him on eBay, even if it was $20, $30 more than what it was, just because of all the other accessories. But the fact that it has this, and it just can create an awesome effect if you want. It kind of makes me want to get another group of turtles. But that's going to be a pretty I might get the bootlegs. Yeah, there are bootlegs from China. Be careful with getting stuff from China right now. But yeah, there are some bootlegs. I wouldn't mind using them as customs and doing some additional paint apps for them. I like that I still kept Ref's marshmallows over here. Just so I could have a set of turtles for this specific diorama. Man, in fact, it makes me just want to get like a crate, like a wooden crate, and just create a whole diorama in there. But where to put it? I'm running out of room, folks. Anyway, I'm running out of time as well. We will chat later on, and let me know what you guys think about this. If you picked them up already, or if you are planning to, or if you have any doubts about it, or if you're disappointed with the fact that they did some color, I would love to discuss that with you. Anyway, folks, you take care, and we'll see you later on. Mm-hmm.